Okay, good afternoon, viewers and the audience who have been logged in agriinformation.com. A very important topic today, the social media marketing for agriculture. And of course, basically, I'm an agri-scientist. My discipline is in agriculture extension. So I keep telling my students that how the marketing for agriculture, I think, I need not define that whether the sales is same as marketing, marketing is same as agri extension, extension is same as diffusion of innovation, or you're going to transfer technology, you're going to bring awareness. Earlier we had an IETA model, that is the awareness, interest, trial, and adoption. Then came the Rogerian model, Rogers model. Everett M. Rogers, the classic book in 1983, he wrote about diffusion of innovations. So even earlier to that, we had this book from H.G. Barnett. He used to say, innovation, the basis of cultural change. See now, summing up all these ideas, today the social media is a front runner and it has almost replaced many of the jobs. And once when this AI and chat GPT is already come, the 5G has already come. So now tell me, even before I go into the topic, I think it is anybody's guess that the technology has almost replaced. There are no such olden days media. See, today everything happens on social media, everything happens on a Google, somebody goes into the AI, somebody goes into the chat GPT, they have been Googling it out, or they have been searching for information, or they stay connected. See, the ultimate issue is staying connected. See, earlier, if I had to have a relationship with my clients, if I had to have a relationship with my farmers, or if I had to continue a social relationship with even my relatives, I had to spend a lot of money and time. Gone are those days. Well, today, everything is at the touch of the button. And if I use the media properly, I think I have done the job. Further, even before I go to these are all about myself, and I've already been telling. Before even I introduce you to the topic, see, earlier, when I was a young boy, my father used to say, come on, open your palm. And then we had to chant that mantra. Karagre vasate Lakshmi, Karamadhe Saraswati, Karamule Stita Gauri, Prabhate Karadarshanam. So that means everything was on the hand. So, but today, the moment you finish your morning, you brush your teeth and start sipping a cup of coffee, what is that you do in the first thing? You don't talk to anybody or you don't see a God. You open your mobile phone, and obviously, most of your mobile phones would have been switched on at morning 7. My phone switches on at morning. The first thing I see is what are the updates, who has all put what on the WhatsApp. The first thing I see is WhatsApp. Okay, then later on, I may Google something, and then I go into my messages is the second thing. So why am I doing all these things? So, and even even if my wife talks in the morning, I say, please don't disturb. I'm getting updated for the day, and then my business has started. It may be official, it may be a personal message. So the social media for agriculture is filled with people expressing their opinions about the products, the services they encounter. See, for example, I am the in charge head of the division at IIHR. Every day, I get in touch with my colleagues, who are the visitors today, who are all going to come. The whole day's agenda is discussed. This is how I do business with more and more people. And, if social media was not there, and if I cannot remind my subordinates or anybody, even with director, I have a small chat in the morning. So I get ready for the day. The day's engagement comes through social media. This is what I wish to say. Now, specifically in agriculture, let me tell you that there are 648,000 villages in India, with around, we have 726 Krishi Vigyan Kendras spread on the length and breadth of this country. I think, Putu, how many MP seats are there? We have about 540 MP seats, 540 to be. Yeah. The number of districts and the number of member of parliament seats, they don't tally because some districts are too small. So the girl here says that we have about 540 MPs. We have 27 states. Yeah, 27. Telangana was the 27th one. Okay, now that, no, it got reduced because now it is 23 because Leh, Ladakh and Kashmir became union territories. So we have 23 states, 540 MP seats, and around 727 Krishi Vigyan Kendras. And then every day, now and then, whether you are a private company or you are an agriculture extension guy, you are agriinformation.com or whatever you are all service providers. We all use the social media. Look at this same digital seminar which is going on today. So we have all logged in online, and the spread and reach is, it's very pervasive, I could say. So now what are the digital marketing opportunities and challenges? Whether are we going to use all this social media only to send the, I heard one more thing, Puttu, I sent it to you in the morning in the WhatsApp. If you start sending good morning messages, you will be charged 18% GST. That was there in the morning. I did send it to you. So therefore, there are so many gatekeepers who are going to weed out the unnecessary information. The media is enormous, and you have been sharing all sorts of audio, video. My goodness, it's just an information blast. And look at this. You see, there was a small joke I was telling to my students last time. There was a robber and a police. The robber was caught by the police, and then he had put the handcuff. And anyway, there was no chance for the robber to escape. But the robber was getting a phone from his mentor. So, but he didn't have an internet connection. So he told the police, why don't you share your hotspot so that I will share your internet connection, and then I'll send a message. And okay, the police and the robber sat together. They had a cup of tea, and then he shared his hotspot. The police also sent a message to his police inspector saying that, sir, I have already caught the robber. We are on the way. We both are having a cup of tea. So don't you think it's very hilarious these days? So everything works. And even at home also, I don't know whether you people do it. In the home also, the talking has reduced. So every now and then, I put a message. Tomorrow morning, I have a lunch at the office. So my breakfast need not be prepared, or blah, 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 whatever it is. So this is the world of global social media with almost about 1,415 billion active users. So now, I met this person, Dr. Lon Safco. This was somewhere in 2015. We had this Fusion Marketing Bible. It was in Hotel Lalit. This was in Mumbai. Me and Safco, we handled joint sessions. So it was how to do this integrated marketing or the fusion marketing. Of course, in those days, in 2015, I'm talking about 9 years back, the integrated marketing and the social marketing was just heard of there. It was not so famous as it is today. And then there was another professor, Robert Lauterburn. So this professor, he was my mentor in Indian School of Business. I was there in 2012, and then he used to handle this integrated marketing communication course. So earlier, doing a marketing job, somebody had to write a integrated marketing communication. One has to write a message, one has to shoot it, and then the sales department was separate. The marketing and this department was separate. Then branding department was separate. And then the ultimate issue was, how are we going to keep our customers engaged? So this was $1 million question. And then so in fact, Lon Safco also has a patent pending for this. See, now the traditional sales and the traditional marketing and how the revenue is to come, even in agriculture, we used to have a lot of rural exhibition, brochures. We used to have the circular letter. There used to be, radio was a very popular medium in the Charcha Mandals. It's called the RRF, the Rural Radio Forums. And of course, when I was in NAM, I tried this DMF, Digital Media Forum, where we used to give a personal computer to some of our FPOs and all that. And then we used to send the messages. Of course, the WhatsApp was not so popular. So same thing with Gyan Doot and any other experiments which has been ICT experiment. Even the e-Chopal is a very famous experiment in agriculture. So where people were continuously getting one after the other messages, be it the sales message or the marketing message or the brand awareness message, or how to conduct a method demonstration and how to take a technology transfer forward. All these things are there. And of course, this earlier they used to give business cards. Do you remember this? People were giving you this silver dollar coin, and then, when Deepavali comes, he will give you a silver dollar. Then, when the New Year comes, the traders used to give you a small calendar. All those things are gone now. And then everybody opens a WhatsApp group. Okay, and then you see, just like the internet has evolved, we were all just bloody monkeys. And today is the internet information age. So it's an information blast, I can say. So all my love and affection, whether it's my daughter or my wife is or whoever it is, 99% things happen on the social media. Suppose even if I want to tell some confidential information to one of my subordinates and I don't want everybody to hear, I send a WhatsApp message. So, like that. See, today it is all very pervasive. We have been using this. So now, in the traditional sales, with all these gadgets, all these interconnected one, the coupons or product packing, the billboards, we are conducting so many events, yeah. Even now we do have some events. Suddenly we used to call some celebrities, get a shop open, and we have a lot of catalogs, business cards, all those things are gone. So everything is now on the social media. The revenue is very high. It's also called the word of mouth at the speed of light. The interconnection happens. Oh my God, I think Rajni ma'am also must have been a member of at least about 10, 15 WhatsApp groups, and she may also find it very difficult to keep update the messages because she has to come to office by 9:30, whatever. So what I wish to say here is, especially look at this search engine optimization, SEO, and search engine, the machine part of it. So all those things are there. We have the Y keys. Okay, then we have virtual worlds. So we have a lot of gaming software. Podcast has come in a big way. Then video sharing, photo blogs. So people are very active. You need not get up and go anywhere. Only physically, if we have to conduct some birthday of someone, we have to go. So otherwise, it all happens on the social media. So now, what is the $1 message that, how to take social marketing forward? So you use both the medium and integrate them, and the revenue is, almost 40 factorial. If you multiply 8.1591 into 10 to the power 471, this is your actual business potential in agriculture or in any other field also. So that means if you have to beat your competitor with the blue ocean strategy, okay, you will have to explore many of these things, and already they are in place. See, for example, I'm a owner of a Mahindra car. So there is a Mahindra Love You Hamesha. Even the LIC comes on the app, the Indigo Airlines and other airlines put your, your PNRs and your tickets and the boarding passes coming through the social media. What don't you get on social media? The marriages have been happening, chatting has been happening, all those things are happening. It is the only media, and even suppose, if my wife has to tell me some personal thing and which we do not want to share with our daughter, she puts a very confidential message. Okay, suppose some new vendor has come at home, has come to repair the geyser or whatever. She gives the quotation. Everything is now, so social media, their quick decisions are taken. So earlier also the marketing model, which told you about the ITA model, I told you about the awareness, interest, trial, and adoption. At the same time, the Rogers model, which talks about the diffusion of innovation, comes with the KPDC model, the knowledge, persuasion, decision, and that's how it is, confirmation. So now, how does the farmer adopt? See, first of all, he is exposed to a lot of media with audio, video bombarded on him even before the field day can take place, even before the marketing manager reaches the village with his new product. It may be nano urea, it may be IFCO. For example, IFCO has come out with one beautiful app called as the Krishi Dev Gyan app, which is a total data intensive capture decision making app. See, now I wish to tell, even before I go to the next slide, I just have a cup of water. Even before I go into agriculture marketing per se, I used to take a course on agri input and output marketing, and my mentors at IIM Ahmedabad was Dr. Vasant Gandhi and others. So now, the agriculture marketing canvas can be divided into two parts. One is the input marketing, the other one is called the output marketing. See, for example, we have things like Big Basket, we have Big Hat, we have Way Cool. So some of them are output marketing companies where they establish a very robust supply chain. And many of my students are working there. So they source the material with some farmers. And then, for example, the MCDX, one Pandey is working, he's my student. She said now red gram output marketing has to take place. So red gram is procured from Gulbarga, let us say. So now the red gram is sown in the month of June and it comes to harvest somewhere in Bhadrapada Mas, somewhere around September 15th, whatever. So now if September 15th is the output coming out, already there is a list of farmers with the MCDX, and then, the stock exchange, they collect the farmers and how much produce can be lifted from each farm. No need of physically going. Everything is happening virtually. The coupons are generated, given, and then the prices are already determined, or it can be a forecasted price, or it can be a hedging price. Hedging means it's a predetermined price. And all these things happen. And exactly on the 15th of September or whatever dates have been scheduled, the supply chain, the vehicle just lifts it out. Okay. And the cost of customer acquisition in traditional marketing was very high. But today, the customer acquisition cost per customer, the return on investment is less. So what I wish to respond here is, today the integration, or the trinity of social media is, we have social networks, we have micro bloggers, okay, we have blogging. So all these three things are called the trinity. It is something like the trident of Lord Shiva. We say the Trishula, that's called as the trident. So in a three-pronged approach, we use the social networks very effectively. We use the micro bloggers. For example, there is a, just a minute, I'll attend a call. ಶಿವಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತಗೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟಾಕ್. ಪುಟ್ಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ, ಅದೇ ನೆಲಮಂಗಲ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ, ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸು ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗು. So that's how today we use the social networks, we use the micro bloggers and the blogging, the trinity. And then today it's all fusion marketing. Okay, so I was here. So in the integrated traditional digital and social media marketing, so we have somewhat prioritized each and everything. Okay, we spend money very, very meaningfully here. And then obviously we want a fusion marketing approach. If really required, then only we print a business card, or I don't know if they, see today even the calendars are all PDF calendars. I don't know whether somebody is still giving the physical calendars. I do get some physical diaries from some FPOs and all that. Of course, it may be somewhat very costly approach. So we were here, we are going fractal. Okay, fractal means we take each and every social media, we use our social networks. It may be Twitter, WhatsApp, Facebook. Okay, many of our classmates, many things are happening even on a very personal front. So this is how today's agri marketing, both from the input side, the output side, is also going to be doing. Obviously, when we again go to Facebook and things, we go fractal. So that means, we have some word to mouth. So what are your likes and how to leverage your friends and connections. Okay, internet endorsements. Okay, we have slide share. See, the moment you put slide share, any topic, the very first PPT you get is already endorsed, validated, and many of the Facebook advertisements, oh my God, today it's $1 million industry. So the customer service, okay, the best practice are, you have got this FAQ, frequently answered questions, and then we are also very public speak, warranties and guarantees are there. Then, this is how we educate and train your staff. So all those things happen. There used to be on MTV Bakra earlier. So same concepts have been used, and even, this big boss concept that is coming from the teach sensitivity training. People have been using this also. So once when a celebrity endorses this, okay, whether Mahendra Singh Dhoni is going to use a fertilizer or not, but he will endorse it. So this is how everywhere we are becoming very fractal. Okay, we are increasing our emailing list. Okay, and today it's all strategy. In the fusion marketing is, what are the objectives of our strategy? What are the tools we are going to use, and what are the tactics? See, tactics, simple writing a blog is also a very big art. You have to put a lot of emotions in that, as if, you are speaking word of mouth. And then, many people say that don't just buy a John Deere tractor. Okay, you bring home an elephant or you bring home a workhorse. So people have been using all these metaphorical expressions to convey all their presentations, and a lot of tactics have been used. That's why I've just highlighted here. Okay, so now the era of traditional and digital marketing, you see all the red ones are the old ones, or the green ones are the new ones, all the blue ones are the faded ones. So, but still everything coexists. And then, of course, MySpace, AI, and ChatGPT all have come. So we are slowly transitioning from a traditional marketing model into a social marketing model. See, after all, the innovations are here to stay, whether it's a blue ocean strategy or a red ocean strategy, the innovations are here to stay. And when the innovations are there, okay, she's searching. Puttu, where are you? Just give her a cup. She's searching for that. Okay, so the white cup was somewhere here. So all these things are here to stay, but how you transit, how you come from the old to the new one. Okay, so that's very impression here. Then we have this marketing tools. So there's a patent pending, and of course in a fusion marketing, when you do the integrated marketing communication, that too in agriculture, whether the advertisement should be first or we should have three departments: the extension department, the sales department, the marketing department, and the branding department. Where did you keep the cup? Just search it out. It's somewhere there. I don't know. Okay. So these are all some of the things here. And I quickly go. So now how to have this sharing, using the communities online, and then connecting. Okay. Yeah. So now let me come with this. What is social media? We've discussed why social media obvious, because the revenues are very high. The users of social media is easy to use and no much big rocket science which is going to come here. The future of social media is very bright, I could say. There are umpteen number of social media platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. Obviously, blogger, they pay you also for blogging. Where did you keep my? You're disturbing me and you're not able to search a cup. It's very unfortunate. So now we are also going to create a strategy, a social media strategy, whether I should put the message first, or I should bring awareness first and then go for a meeting, or I should put the product first, or a word of mouth speak. Then ROI metrics is also there. What is the return on investment to get a customer? A customer acquisition, what should be the cost? So what is the social media policy? Obviously, we've been telling, did you get the cup? I don't know, this is a new one. Sorry. So now I'm just telling you about the social media policy. See, today, every social group comes out with a Sai Baba photo or a very red rose and a good morning message. I was telling you with one of my students here that from April 1st onward, I don't know whether it's an April Fool message, they're going to charge you 18% GST for a nonsense message. So this was there in WhatsApp in the morning. From April 1st onwards, if you start bullshitting in WhatsApp, you have to pay 18% GST, and then the social media buffs are going to catch you. So that's how it's going to be there. And then how to get started. Then we quickly go ahead. So obviously you're now aware that how social media has been used and you're also experiencing it. Okay. Now maybe that leveraging into the marketing, both the input marketing, output, already there are groups, there are farmer producer organization groups, and each FPO has a group by itself. See, for example, a farmers producer organization has got about 300 to 350 shareholders are there. And then, the CEO is the system administrator, and only he can send message. So in many of the WhatsApp groups, they have blocked the messages, and then they don't allow everybody to do it. So keeping these things, suddenly there's a message in an FPO that today the new nano urea has come, IIHR has come here for a demonstration. So all such urgent, when you say smart of a message, simple, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound, social media has been used here. And then now there is another, when I say social media and ask you this question again, should I be doing marketing? I mean, it was very ridiculous. It was sounding. I said, come on, don't ask all these very mundane questions again and again. Today, the marketer is not different than a salesperson. The salesperson is not different from a social media activist. And a social media activist is not different from a social media journalist. I conducted a course called Mobile Journalism where, we did teach. That book is also available in the internet. I'll share it with Rajni ma'am. She can share you a PDF copy of that book, Mobile Journalism, written by me. It has an ISBN number. And some of my other books are also running. So there what we discuss is today the jobs are not specialized jobs. They are all integrated marketing jobs. The social media marketer is also a marketing manager, is a sales manager, he is an accountant, he is a driver. See, many of my students, after their MBA, they get graduated and they're taken up jobs in Big Hat and Way Cool. Their job, they're paid about 2 lakhs. They are given a Bolero vehicle. They have to drive the vehicle. There is no separate driver. They are given a GPS and their vehicle is fitted with a GPS. Obviously, they have all the connections. They have to keep sending messages on WhatsApp. They have to keep sending marketing messages. They have to update all the Excel files. Okay, put it in Google Forms. Oh my God, a single man has to do all the things. That's why he's paid 2 lakhs. Don't ask for a new driver. Don't ask for a marketer. Don't ask for a salesperson. Today, all the jobs are integrated. Now, 79% of the companies in the industry have some social media presence. Today, many of my students, when they go for the private jobs, the job is called supply chain management, social media manager. Oh my God, this looks like a very crazy title. He's all in one. So he's Apara Brahma, he's Vishnu, he's Shiva. So he's a driver come social media manager, come marketer, come extension worker. So everybody should know how to use the social media very well. Don't say you know Twitter. So you should know all the media. You should know how to blog and you should know how to get the bank and obviously do all the e-payments and get it and so on. Now, very quickly when I transit again, social media is not just a new set of tools, gentlemen. It is the building new relationship with our customers and prospects. And social media is exponentially more effective. See, you won't believe. See, earlier, when Corona came, I thought, my goodness, how to connect people. Yeah, this another choti has come. Puttu, they were searching for the cup and I was searching for you. I missed you to sit somewhere here. Yeah. So now, earlier, we used to call people and get the work done. See, I have my student here. She sits here. Early morning, I send a WhatsApp message to her. These are the today's jobs. These are the things which is going to happen. Any opinions, any judgment, we say, like Barlow said that the meaning of the words is not in the words, it's in the people. So how people decipher it? What I wish to say is, I am already a member of 10 to 15 WhatsApp groups. Only relevant groups I'm doing. I hate all this good morning and messages and, rose flowers coming in the morning and you are singing some lullabies and bullshitting here. That we don't want. But it's all highly professional engagement. Sitting in Bangalore, I've been able to connect with all my friends throughout the world. And wherever we go, either they see my book or they see my WhatsApp or they see my videos or they see encounter with my songs or whatever. So now, see, look here. Social media is more effective because it is a two-way communication. You get feedback. See, earlier, if you shoot out a letter to your director, they will respond to you after 1 week. Today, it is instantaneous. Whether you want to fight, you immediately open a WhatsApp and start fighting. What do you say? People also fight in WhatsApp. Have you not seen fighting? They say, tu, my, you're a fool. Whatever. They call names. They put some smileys. If they're very angry, they put an angry smiley. So it's a two-way communication. In the old days, we would like to stand on a rock in the desert and shout out. People, when you used to do the campaign, when I say in agriculture, Gyan, Vigyan or Abhiyan say. Abhiyan is campaign. Gyan, is knowledge. Vigyan is science. So we say in extension or in marketing, it's very, you can change in knowledge. Everybody is getting in Google. Don't go and tell him, how does a steam engine work? He will laugh at you. Okay. If you say which movie has come in, what was that movie? Which movie, the Savarkar movie is there? Okay, whether which show is there? Don't ask all these things with your colleagues and waste their time. See, they will also Google out and find out. If it is some skill poet, there was a movie called Nene Raju Nene Mantri. So the villain was asking, Pondra, poi dongatanam chendra, like that. So he said, go and start stealing. So then one of the robbers told, we don't know how to steal. He said, go and refer in the YouTube and put out how to do dongatanam. So like that, many things are available. So what you don't know only, you should communicate in social media. You should not communicate what you already know. Okay, so then we'll quickly go. Okay, we don't want any commercials. They're all gone. Okay, we don't want to. Yeah, if the time is up, you can tell me. We'll quickly conclude. Rajini ma'am?
Yeah, you can conclude.
Yeah. Shall I conclude?
Yeah, you can take another 5-10 minutes.
5 minutes, okay, right.
Yeah.
So now, gentlemen, so very quickly, because I've come to almost the end of some of the slides. See, whether good or bad, people whom you trust only, you should share the information and don't try to tell only mundane and routine things. Nobody will care for you. In the social media, it should be very intelligent, very tricky. And, every time it's a challenge, it is something like a new movie release. If you are very popular on WhatsApp or social media, means you're an intelligent fellow. What do you say, ma? See, if you have to become famous in social media, it's not like singing lullabies in front of some small boy. You will have to be very intelligent and very famous. Then only you can do it. So that is the shift of power. It's a new communication to sell, market. Okay. Be a good blogger. And now there are professional bloggers. Okay. The new way to sell is not to sell. So don't canvas and say that your product is good. Tell what the product is not good and how, what are the bottlenecks. People will start buying. See, a good hotel coming somewhere, I don't see any advertisement. So they say, how does a hotel become famous? If the chutney is very good, automatically, by the word of mouth, it picks up. And I have been hitting a new hotel near my house. So social media marketing is all about listening first, understanding, and then conversing. And speaking should be done in the end. So, an angry customer will tell up to 20 other people about a bad experience. So capture all the good experiences, try to minimize the bad experience. And it costs 5 times as much to get a new customer, because the customer acquisition cost is very, very costly, especially in agriculture, because they are highly dispersed in the 648,000 villages. And most of the marketing is input marketing. The output marketing is somewhat a bit predatory type of marketing, where people are hooking away the profits. So customers will spend up to 10% more for the same product if they have an existing relationship. So, I think we'll quickly conclude in 1 minute. Okay. So we've been already telling the users of social media, everybody knows. So this is the last slide. Because we get immediate results in social media, the marketing is faster, it is cheaper, it is target oriented, it's interactive, it is constantly evolving, and you can have an umpteen number of videos, everything. Today, where the 5G or the connectivity or the wavelength is no longer a limitation. You can generate word of mouth, and especially in social media, you can also have umpteen number of responses. So therefore, friends, switch to integrated marketing. Already we told fusion marketing. We also call it as integrated marketing communication. To conclude in one statement, today's extension worker is not just a knowledge giver. He's a knowledge giver. He's a skill transferer. He's an attitude changer. He's all in one. He's Sarvagna Sarva Shakti, Sakala Gunagana, Purna Rupa, Pragalbha. We say God is omnipresent. God is omnipotent. He is pervasive. He is on the length and breadth of the consumer. He is on the TOMA, the top of mind, action, and communication. He is an integrated marketing communicator. He is a driver come everything. So you'll be more effective. Of course, I don't want to preach more. This was just a very eye-opening lecture. Many of you must have heard it even elsewhere here. But in agriculture, today, nobody sends any pamphlets or something. Only the schools will be sending. Kindly put your child to the new public school. We have a new shoelace coming up. We are going to give you a brand new socks, and your child is going to be trained for IIT right from the first standard. Like that in agriculture and horticulture, nobody gives this message. All these things are happening on the social media. Thank you very much, agriinformation.com. I'm now going to stop sharing and I open it for a few discussions and questions. Shall I do it, Rajni ma'am?
Sure.
I stop sharing it. Thank you.
Yes, you can do it. Yeah.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for a very detailed and interesting talk. And so I'll take up some questions. Before that, I'll check with Miss Meena. If you have any questions, you can post it or you can ask directly.
Yeah, oh, she's some Lekkala Meena. So she's very good in arithmetic, I think. She must be an Android by the name itself. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, please ask ma, Lekkala Meena. Lekkala Aduguri.
You can unmute yourself.
Yeah, Lekkala నేను అన్మ్యూట్ చేయనా ఆమెని నాన్న ఇక్కడ రారా ఈ మేడంని కొద్దిగా అన్మ్యూట్ చేయి వస్తుందా
No, she can do it directly.
Okay, please, Lekkala Meena, please pose your question.
Okay, she has left. Okay.
Okay, yeah, you have to put
maybe if she's come back, I will connect.
Okay.
Okay, so first question is, how can farmers leverage social media to promote their agricultural products?
See, now, as on date, let me be very frank with you. Today, a farmer is connected to the... Okay, 1 minute. I'll hide this notification. See, today every farmer is a member of some FPO, Farmer Producer Organization. We have around 10,000 FPOs in India. So, on Krishi Vigyan Kendras are there. So now, let us say there is a maize producing for a FPO. There is an avocado producing. So, they are all CBBO. That means cluster-based business organizations. So, their product specificity is already... Everybody has a social media platform and they are also accessing the internet, and every FPO, now let us say Siddheshwara FPO, which is going to market avocados. Okay, then another one, Siddhalingappa FPO, which is going to market dragon fruit. So all their products are already available in their social media. It's also available on the FPO integrated federations are there. Okay, even they are available on the Krishi Vigyan Kendra website. So now today people need not search. You want dragon fruit? Go to Siddheshwara FPO. You want another product, very high quality commodity? Go to the Maharashtra FPO. Go to Sahyadri FPO. So people already know where to source the material, where to buy it. Not at all an issue. And then even through social media and even phone call, I told you we have an app called Arka Vyapar. They're already going to the next level. So you can even communicate through phone and through that app, and definitely you can also market. That's how people have been doing it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are some effective strategies for engaging with customers on social media in the agricultural sector?
Yeah, see now the customers in social media are two types. Either they are producers come customers, or they are producers, aggregators and customers, or they are only customers. So now what very intelligently we do is, we have a business strategy. We have a B2B, B2C, C2C and whatever. So now, I think put to 300 people are the limit in WhatsApp, 300, 500. Okay, now let us say 500 people I can put on a social media. So very intelligently, I put most of the good stakeholders. There is a buyer, there is a seller, there is an aggregator. So all those people who can influence my marketing message are put into that particular thing. Any new product launch with the price, I'm going to put it on the WhatsApp or the social media, then bring awareness. And obviously some, the ITA model already I told you, the awareness, interest, trial and adoption. People go through the product, they can virtually see it, and we can arrange a photo and a video modules. We can give hyperlinks, and that is how the awareness has been created. So the social media has become a single platform to aggregate different type of stakeholders and customers, and although the seller and buyer.
Okay. And which social media platforms are most suitable for reaching agriculture audiences and why?
See, right now, as far as I know, WhatsApp is the most popular media. Followed by that, I think we have Instagram, Twitter, and all is for political message. See, otherwise, simple messaging also is been working. See, suppose it's a one-line message. Bumlingappa, where are you? Bumlingappa is the CEO of that, what is that, Krishi Utpadakara Sangha. He sits at Pavgada. So one-liner message will do. Then that bumbling up a fellow, he hates any phone call. Even if any farmer talk to him, he says, Vaddo, WhatsApp kuda pettoddo, message petto. He's very particular. If it is a one-liner message, you would have asked, Nak phone number you would have asked, give me the phone number. For that, he says, why do you want to waste my WhatsApp time? He is also justified. So if it is one-liner message, simple messaging will do. Then he also has another issue. Vaddura missed call. So if we give 2 missed calls, it is understood that Bammalingappa CEO is very busy. If he gives 3 missed calls, okay, then he knows that his wife is calling him. So he never lifts the call. With all these code words, people have been transacting business very effective.
Okay, that's very interesting. Okay. And how can farmers use storytelling techniques on social media to connect with consumers?
This is a very good question, and 1 or 2 people have been doing it. See, now, when I say FAQ, frequently asked questions, success stories. See, now, if you talk there are 2 angles for this. One is from the customer angle, the customer who is going to eat your dragon fruit. Let us say dragon fruit is there, you have to eat it. Or a probiotic juice has been made. So now, physically in front of you, he switches on the video camera and then a video call is placed. A group call has been placed and a probiotic juice is made and just everything is made in front of you. Whether sugar is added or not, and some people will drink the juice also. They experience it. Chala bagundi. They may even convey in local language, local dialect. All those things are captured. So we don't want any Rajnikant to come and say, Varavan, Varavan, Madalali. We need not want that song. It can be created locally, and then we have so many such success stories. And people do it. Both in input marketing also is done. Especially, this nano urea and then spraying pesticides through the drones. It was a new area. Then in IIHR also we did some experiments, and with some FPOs we actually made them put it on the drone and everything was captured as a video call. So it is a one-line video call captured, and actually it's a method demonstration using a drone. It was new to us. So no hi-fi, okay, no fundas here, okay, and all these things are just taken place by a single particular video call. I think that should suffice. So both the experiences, it's all online, on live. It is a real-time message which is being done. It is not that today I'm going to shoot and I'm going to put it for next Sankranti. Nothing like that. So for example, mango foliar spray. Myself and Kalaivanan, we used to do this job. So whatever we are shooting, we are talking, we are live broadcasting. See, all such techniques are there. And, we set up a small WhatsApp call, or even we take a PC also, use a laptop, capture. It's all on live call. See, just like, you go to a marriage or you go to some big function, you cannot see the marriage, and the live streaming also will be occurring on the site. So like that, on the same live streaming, we also use the broadcasting, okay, and various channels are there. Instantaneously, I gave so many Doordarshan programs. So whatever I talk in the field, the Doordarshan fellow captures it, he streams it, and the same thing is put on YouTube also simultaneously. You can record, you can download and do this. This is how it's been done. Thank you.
Okay. And what role does visual content play in agricultural social media marketing?
Yes, see, 2 things one should know. See, the content writer need not be a PhD holder like me. We don't even want a 10th standard fellow for this job. See, people think that, agriculture content should be produced only by PhDs and MBS. This is a very old foregone myth. See, to operate a mobile phone, shoot a photograph, or, even I gave this lecture on participatory germplasm. Yesterday also in our IRC, they were discussing. See, everything the scientists, I know how they float that project. Don't use my name because they will laugh at us. So they are thinking that only scientists are the knowledge creators. Very, very aghast. I am telling you that the farmers, our stakeholders and the consumers are the co-creators of this knowledge with their experiences combined, processed, generalized and applied. We can generate a lot of content in a two-way, three-way communication. This is what scientists are, that too agri-scientists have failed to understand. And now, a content can be created anywhere in the field, a success story, a farmer experience, a consumer experience. You see how the TV journalism, the social journalism, you see all this, people go in the road, they will take an exit poll, they will ask you what is the new product. All these things are happening in agriculture, in the rural medias. And then, of course, we are not putting it on the TV and all that because TV channel only focuses on, whether Sunny Leone's dog had a fever or not. They are only worried about such big messages. But all the local content, local knowledge, local dialect messages are already happening, and social media is filled with it, and people are already engaged. No big media houses at all. Thank you.
Okay. How important is consistency in posting content on social media for agricultural businesses?
Absolutely. This is the most important question, and the most important answer also comes probably, this could be the last question and a concluding question and a concluding answer. See, the consistency of a message, the validity of a message, the reliability of a message. These are the three things which we also tell. We also talk to them about the ABC of a message, the accuracy, the brevity, and the clarity. In agriculture information, if the message is not accurate, if the message is not reliable, if there is no consistency in the message, lot of distortion can take place. It is like Ramar Pillai producing petrol from water. Okay. Somebody says they hit gold. Okay. So all those things, they're all stories. Okay. So we say that, what is that? What is that preparation of gold from hydrogen things? What is it called? It's called, that's some. Okay, I'll tell you the name. I'm not getting it. Yeah, not. What is it, man? Okay, so any message, if it is not consistent, will lose the validity. Nobody will believe you. So suppose agriinformation.com is having a credibility that it will bring the best of the agriculture people, the best of the messages, and the best of the content is given. So, and obviously, it is also their duty to maintain that particular standard. Okay, so therefore, accuracy, as you rightly said, accuracy, brevity, and all the consistency is very, very important in agriculture.
Okay. And what are some examples of successful social media marketing campaigns in the agriculture industry?
Absolutely. See, long ago, way back in 2000, we had the ITC E-Chopal model. We had the Gyandut coming from Dhar, Madhya Pradesh. We have the Ashwini centers coming from the Bhai Raju Foundation. And then, today, every company, whether it is Big Hat, Waycool, or whatever, have a social media marketing manager. He already has a big mailing list. The mails are sent, the integration is done. Okay, then we also have people coming with the MCDX, the futures, commodity futures coming up. So all these things are there. They're already doing it. And only the physical part, lifting the produce or delivering it, delivering their amount is also on online. So that is also then no need a physical thing. Only the lifting of the produce or putting it in the supply chain is the only physical activity. Rest are all through social media, and it's a virtual activity.
Okay. And how can farmers measure the effectiveness of their social media marketing efforts?
See, now, a very simple thing. See, now let us say I want to do sales. Just with my network, if I do sales and get the same amount, and if I save the amount of my middleman, if they save the amount of brokership given to various people, that that itself is an earning. It is nothing but the opportunity cost. So therefore, farmers have to use not just the traditional channels and get in the trap of that middleman. He has to use the social media channels and improve his sales, which already is doing it. But still people are afraid, like marriage happens. See, I think I'm very frank with you. I think even my students here will agree with me. See, earlier we used to have a marriage bureau, okay? We used to have a marriage bureau to search a boy and a girl. Today, come on, all the girls and boys of my daughter's age are already engaged. We need not search. The cost is totally minimized. All that I have to do is simply go and put that akshata and then call it a day. That's it. So social media has already done 90% of the job. Only you have to formalize it with a UPI transaction and just send the money. Vitamin M. So otherwise, all the branding, advertisement, awareness, interest, trial, adoption. So I was really aghast how fast this younger generation are. You ask any girl, okay, then you just ask her. Then, immediately next day she comes with a marriage card and she says, sir, please come in the month of May 10th, my marriage. So they're so fast. Already things are known. But only thing is we don't know. Farmers also have already got this networks today. They are not going with the middlemen. They already have their own channels of marketing. People are already using it. Only thing is, I can do a small study in about 1 month and publish a book for that. That's all. Otherwise, it's happening. See, some phenomenon is happening. You see, I am the if I assume that my son or boy, we have to search a bride or a groom like in our days, they used to do this bride hunting. So they used to take 6 to 1 year. People were still not getting married. But today, oh my God, nobody does all this. No upma, no dosa, and no food given to that bride or groom boys. Only marriage card will be given. This is a blue ocean strategy. Already it's there. Thank you.
Okay. And what are the do's and don'ts of social media marketing for agriculture?
See, in agriculture, first of all, don't put that rose flower. Avoid the good morning messages. Avoid Raghavendra Swami, Hanuman, and Sai Baba photos. They are all irritants. You put your flower or you put your product. See, there are 4 P's, Kotler code. Product, price, place, and promotion. Give a WhatsApp number. For further details, contact. And then he will send you a consignment number through train or lorry or whatever travels. Just pick it up. That's all. Be business oriented. See, today even transactions in any family is like, don't waste my time. Either you call me for dinner or I will call you for a cup of coffee. That's the end of it. Don't go on bullshitting and waste my time. All those unnecessary socializing, people are not at all interested. So product, price, place, promotion, no Sai Baba, no Raghavendra Swami, no flowers, no I love you messages, no icons. Directly beat the bush. Don't beat the bush, directly hit on the bird. So people are also like that now. In Telugu there was a samita, నువ్వు వస్తే ఏం ఇస్తావు, నేను వస్తే ఏమది, నువ్వు వస్తే ఏం తెస్తావు, నేను వస్తే ఏం ఇస్తావు. So in both the times, what I get, see, this is what this Telugu boys and girls are very intelligent fellows. So నువ్వు వస్తే, when you come, what you will bring, if I come, what you will give. This is all is required. Thank you.
Okay. And I think now we have last question. How can farmers collaborate with the influencers how can farmers collaborate with influencers or agriculture advocates on social media to expand their reach?
See, now there are two angles of looking what you asked. See, one is the information angle. See, suppose I am a farmer, I want information. That can be a separate group. Other one is a commercial angle where I have to get money. If I start sharing all my product and other information, people will exploit that. So therefore, the messages has to be treated differently. So if you want to get only technical information, you have a separate WhatsApp group or a social media group. And if it is a marketing group, do it separately. Stakeholder group, most probably don't use this social media, and especially price discovery, and price, all those things, you should talk on phone. See, you may have only 50 paisa margin. Don't reveal this. Price revealing is one of the most dangerous things which can happen. See, suppose, that's what happened with Goldman Sachs, that Rajaratnam fellow. He started revealing the inside information. And then, even Rajat Gupta case, he was the ISB chairman when I was in ISB in 2011. He was sacked from Goldman Sachs because he started giving the insider information. So business also has got some ethics, and you can't reveal all the insider information. One has to be careful. So that's why, in the Vedas it's told, Vyaparam Droha Chintanam. That means not that we are going to cheat. See, even with a 25 paisa margin with a very high volume can fetch you crores. So be very careful when you do this sort of marketing. Don't mix the messages. Stratify the messages. Talk to different customers and stakeholders differently. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, sir. I don't see any more questions from our participants. So now we have come to end of question round. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we'd like to thank you for a very interesting presentation and answering all the questions in a very interesting way and in depth. And we also like to thank all the participants for joining this meeting. The meeting will now be closed.
Okay, thank you very much. Hope to be with agriinformation.com in the coming days. Have a happy
Sure, sir.
Ugadi. Bye.
Yeah.
Good luck. Yeah,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
so nice of you there.